Good morning, everyone. This is Paul Morris from Planet Healers. So, first thing in the morning, and I just wanted to show you as my first live the sun coming up over the reserve. So, this is one of my sit spots, and just sitting here, and I do my morning meditation, and this is what we call a sit spot. So, I'm just up here on the top of my roof and listening to all the sounds of the jungle as it's waking up, all the birds, and just noticing. So I'm just going to sit here, and this is our reserve. You can see the jungle, the different colors. It's dry season, so many of the trees have fewer leaves, but some of the trees are flowering, so you can smell. When I sit on my sit spot, I focus. First I focus on my hearing. What can I hear? What are the faraway sounds? What are the near sounds? And we're just listening. What do I smell? There's different smells coming out of the jungle. The smells of the soil, the smells of the different plants, the smells of the flowers. Just appreciating that. It's about learning about the different tones of your ecosystem that you're a part of. And then feeling, it feels cool now. And as the sun starts to rise and the rays hit you, you can feel the warmth on different parts of your body. Feel the breeze, the warmth, and the cool on different parts of your body. Just noticing it, how your clothes touches your body. Just noticing the different feelings, the different sensations, the feeling of your heart beating, the feeling of your breath moving in and out. And then seeing, we're seeing the sun rising. We're seeing the different colors, the different shades, the dead trees, the live trees, the flowers, the different, you start noticing, the different shades of green, the different shades of brown. Around the sun, you're noticing, all the different shades, kind of a rainbow effect as well. And you're not just focused on a single point. In meditation, you're just looking out, but you expand it so that you have your full vision, and so that you're noticing everything at once. And then you incorporate all that together. The sounds, the smells, even the taste, the touch, the sensations, and your vision. And you just sit and you watch. And this is your sit spot, your sit moment, opening up all your senses and just being here in the moment. And you're trying to, your thoughts may come up. They come up and they go, and they come up and they go. Over time, you notice there's kind of a pattern. There's a sensation on your body, maybe, and then you label it. It's like, okay, this sensation is good, this sensation is bad. I'm attracted to this sensation. I push this other sensation away. And maybe you put a label on it. This sensation is anger, this sensation is sadness. So just noticing how that sensation turns into a feeling, and just noticing how that feeling, you start putting once you put a label on it, you start creating a story. Oh, this sensation is because of this. I feel sad because, coral reefs are dying around the world or something like that. You start putting a story on it and then you start building it up. And then maybe you take some action, okay, this sensation's a mosquito. And so you swat the mosquito. Or this sensation, you get really worked up and angry about it because, the injustices of the world or someone's done something to you. And sometimes you take action and you do something about that sensation. But if you notice that pattern, that moment of initial sensation, and you just let it be, is it a sound, smell, taste, touch, energy in the body? Whatever it is, you just notice and you can let it go. You can notice when it becomes a feeling and let it go. You can notice when you start building a story and cut that story and don't let it go any further. You can cut before you have an action, before you hurt someone else, before you hurt yourself. So just noticing and starting with the sensation, starting with noticing what's around you. You know, what bird's singing now? What flowers blooming now? This is what the sit spot's about. It's just about noticing, about being completely present in the moment and just noticing. And if you get distracted and your mind wanders away, you run a storyline for a while, just come back, just cut it off and begin again so that you're again and again, you're starting fresh again and again. You're kind to yourself. It's not like, oh, I'm a bad person or I did the wrong thing. It's just, no, cut it. I'm starting again, fresh. Every moment, the moment the sun rises is a fresh moment. It's a new moment. and you allow that to happen. You allow it to be a fresh, new day. This day is unique. You'll never have this day again. So enjoy this moment as the sun rises. Doesn't have to be the moment when the sun rises. It can be any moment during the day. Find a spot in nature. Sit. And then the practice is to come back, again and again to that spot. A quiet spot, a spot that you're not going to get be disturbed too easily. Maybe it's just the back corner of your garden, or a quiet place in the park, someplace you're safe, someplace you can come to again and again, and experience it. The sunny days, the beautiful days, the not so nice days. Someday maybe even you'll go out in the rain and experience the rain, because that's a completely different experience. I love being out in the rain. So just allow it to be a fresh moment. Over time, you'll start noticing the jungle changing here, the different colors, the green. Here right now, we've had a rain, so there's a little flush of fresh color. So there's all these light green spots here and there. Little flushes of color, because at this moment, there's a lot of plants flowering, because they know if they flower now, that they'll have enough time, even though it's going to be super dry in the next April and May and super hot in the 40s. They know that the rain's coming. So they're flowering now. They're getting their seed ready so that it's dispersed for the beginning of the raining season. So there's these different things you notice over time, these different cycles. So by being outside, you're reconnecting with those cycles, reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with yourself, if you allow it to happen. And it's really a lot about just slowing down, allowing yourself to be in a certain moment long enough, and allowing that experience to happen again and again. Maybe you only have once a week, maybe it's only once a month, maybe you can't do it every day. That's okay. I like to make sure that I get out at least once a day, go for a walk. It doesn't have to be sitting, it can be walking, and that's a different type of experience. But I just like to be out here in the morning, seeing the sun come up. Kind of realigns my day, slows you down for the day. So hearing the birds, feeling the sun now, the wind, smelling the green, the earth, the flowers, tasting the earthy feeling on your tongue, and seeing all these different elements and experiencing them all together. Just allowing the moment to be, allowing yourself to be in this moment. letting go of the past. You know, the past is just a chemical soup running in your brain now. The future is just your planning. It doesn't exist yet. There's nothing to get worried about the future because it hasn't happened yet. There's only this moment. And you'll notice if you're in the moment more and more, you become in tune with the natural processes. And you begin to notice that shift with people as well. As you become kind to yourself, as you find a connection with nature, you know, it starts to develop some compassion, some connection, and you can start to be in the moment with yourself, but also with other people, because nothing engages people more than being fully present with another person, with another group of people, being truly there rather than being in the past or in the future or being on your phone scrolling away, or just being here and being with someone. And that level of presence is what's needed in building community. You know, we're starting here, and this is part of the Planet Healer's path. Just starting here in this moment, allowing it to be, reconnecting with nature. And at some point, you develop a level of compassion that you want to go out and do something to help the nature that you're seeing. Maybe you help restore a park. Maybe you want to restore your backyard. Doesn't matter. Small, you know, even putting a few native plants on your balcony if you're in an apartment. You can start small, but then show someone else how to do it once you've learned a little bit. Spread. Allow that ripple to start forming. That one drop of water. Allow it to spread. Allow it to spread and spread to the next person. Teach them, teach a group of people, you know, gather people together and restore something, taking care of a place. And at some point, we'll reach a critical mass on this planet. The shift is happening. A lot more people are coming to that. So just allow that process to happen. But just start with this moment. You know, you can take a look at my Planet Healer's path. I've created a path that shows you the different stages, gives you a lot of different educational material. I keep it very low cost and also make it available to anybody who can't afford it because honestly, this work needs to be out there. I have a lot of experience to share and I enjoy sharing it. We have a beautiful planet. Let's protect it and restore it and help to take care of each other, humans, and all the other creatures that we inhabit this planet with. We share this common heritage. This is our planet. We have no other planet. So I just wanted to share that with you. So you can see I'm up here on the roof and we're energy independent. And I don't know if anybody will see this, but I put it out there for everyone. So thank you. Now, how do I stop this thing? This is a bit of an experiment too. I, yes.